Hello everyone, Mr. Wolf Recaps here. Today I'm going to explain a mystery psychological thriller film called Before I Go to Sleep. Relax and enjoy. The film opens with an extreme close-up on the bloodshot eye of Christine Lucas, a 40-year-old woman who wakes up in a bedroom she doesn't recognize. She has no idea where she is and doesn't recognize anything around her. She realizes with shock that a middle-aged man is sleeping in the bed next to her. She goes to the bathroom and finds pictures taped to the wall of her as a much older woman. She also sees a picture of a man in the bed next to her. None of that rings a bell. Facing the man in the bedroom, he tells her that he is her husband, Ben. They have been married for decades. He tells her that she was involved in a terrible car accident 10 years earlier that left her with brain damage. Every night when he goes to sleep, he forgets everything. The next morning he wakes up with a blank slate, no memory of his life from his early 20s onwards, then has to go through the same routine every morning. He shows Christine photos, while telling her the story of their romance and marriage. Ben then gets ready for work and goes to teach at a nearby school. While Christine is looking around the house, a neurologist named Dr. Nash calls the house. He informs her that she has been receiving treatment from him for the past few years. He tells her to find the video camera that is hidden in her closet. Dr. Nash tells Christine not to inform the camera for benefits. He tells her to watch the videos and get back to him. Christine watches her video diary, which is unfamiliar to her. She recorded a video diary of the past 2 weeks, which caused an extended flashback to illustrate what she had learned so far. She then meets Dr. Nash, who explains that she has been seeing him for some time without her husband's knowledge. He tries to help her cope with her condition. Dr. Nash further reveals that her memory loss occurred 10 years ago, after she was attacked and left for dead near an airport hotel. However, she is very confused. Her husband then said that she had been in a car accident. She wonders why Ben lied to her about the cause of her amnesia. Dr. Nash suggests it may just be easier. Dr. Nash then takes her back to where she was found after the attack, hoping it will trigger her memory. She was found at the airport. The man who found her explains that it was a long time ago. She was found covered in blood all over her body. She was naked, except for plastic sheets from a nearby hotel. She wonders why she would stay at the hotel. Dr. Nash says she had an affair with. A medical examination showed that she had sexual intercourse shortly before the attack. Later that evening, she returns home and begins to record her new discovery. At night when she sleeps, memories appear of the moment when someone attacked her in the hotel. The next day, Dr. Nash shows her some pictures. Some were taken at random, others from her file. One particular image causes different neural excitation. A picture of a red-headed woman named Claire at home when she asked Ben about this. Van tells her that Claire was her best friend who couldn't handle Christina's condition after the accident. She moved abroad and cut off contact with Christine. Ben then shows pictures of her with Claire, saying that he hid this from her to protect her. The next day, Christine remembers that she had a son. She angrily confronts Ben about hiding their child. However, to her surprise, she says their son, Adam, died of meningitis when he was 8 years old. He kept all the secrets from her to protect her from reliving the pain of that experience. Afterwards, while crying, she continues to record these painful revelations. As she sleeps, Christine continues to wrestle with her memories of baby Adam, culminating in a wickedly strange dream, one in which Adam leaves her a drawing of a man with a scar on his face. That image has been tagged as Mike. The next morning, she tells Dr. Nash that she thinks Mike is the name of the man she had an affair with. He was her attacker. Nash hugs her to comfort her, almost kisses her. However, his jacket opens to reveal his hospital ID and his full name, Mike Nash. She sees a vision where Nash attacks her in the hotel. Christine immediately retreats and runs away from him, but he catches her and sedates her, leaving her at home. Later that day, her phone rings. It's Dr. Nash. He tells her that he gave her a mild sedative to calm her down. He explains to her that she experienced what they call a confabulation, her imagination filling in the gaps in her memory, turning him into the man who did this to her. Next day, Christine meets Dr. Nash again. He no longer feels he can treat her because he has feelings and it's completely unprofessional. Before they park, Dr. Nash tells her a shocking revelation. In 2007, Ben placed her in an assisted living facility, and later in 2009, he divorced her, leaving her in a nursing facility. Moreover, her best friend Claire has been trying to contact her at the care facility, Nash then gives her Claire's phone number. After hearing the revelation, Christine angrily confronts her husband asking why he divorced her 4 years ago. She demands to know the truth. There she discovers that when they lost their son, he fell into depression and divorced her, leaving her in a nursing home. However, he soon changed his mind and returned to her. He promises to never leave her again. Knowing this truth, Christine understands his situation and hugs him. Later that day, Christine contacted her best friend Claire. As he hears Claire's voice, he begins to glimpse his past memories with Claire. They agree to meet at a local park. On their date, Claire reveals why their relationship fell apart. Christine's husband, Ben, and Claire had a one-off sexual encounter due to their shared grief and Christine's memory loss. Feeling obligated to keep Ben and Christine's marriage intact, Claire has cut off contact with her and stays out of their lives. After apologizing, Claire gives Christine a letter that Ben wrote to her. Ben sent her this shortly before they broke up. He asked Claire to give it to Christina if she would ever be well enough to read it. In the letter, Ben tells Christine that he loves her, but he had to put her in a nursing home because of her condition. She looked happy there. He decided to leave her for their son Adam. Adam could not understand her memory loss and began to fear her belief because of Adam's that they must leave her, and he begs her to understand. After reading this letter, Christine realizes how difficult it was for Ben to deal with Christine's amnesia. Out of gratitude for his love and care, Christine makes a video saying that Ben is her lover and that he protects her and that she wants to make a life with him. At night, she decides to let Ben see the video she made on the digital camera. She also tells him that she has been visiting Dr. Nash for a long time. She admits that she didn't trust Ben before, but now she trusts him completely. However, Ben angrily accuses Christine of having an affair with Nash. He hits her and runs off over the phone. Christine talks to Claire about what just happened. Claire is confused because she knows Ben and he is a very nice gentleman. He would never hit her like that. So Claire decides to call Ben. Moments later, Claire rings Christine. She tells Christine that Ben claims he hasn't seen Christine in 4 years. Claire asks Christine to describe the bed she lives in if she has a scar on the right side of her face. He checks Ben's picture, no scar. At that moment, they realize that the man they live with is not a fake wedding photo. Christine immediately tries to escape from the house, but then loses consciousness. The next morning, Christine wakes up again with no memory. She finds the camera and sees her entry saying she loves Ben and wants to move in with him, then calls Christine and tells her she's packing to go on a road trip that night. That night he then takes her to a hotel near where she was found. In a hotel room, she gets a glimpse of what happened 10 years ago. He reveals that he is Mike, the man Christine had an affair with. Then he remembers that Mike wanted Christine to reveal their relationship to Ben, but Christine refused. Their argument culminated in me viciously attacking Christine, resulting in her amnesia. He also inadvertently discovers that Christ's son Adam is still alive. Declaring his love for Christina, Mike deletes the videos on her camera and declares that he is no longer interested in playing the role of Ben. He tells Christina that they will live together or no one will live. Another fight follows. But this time Christine pulls Mike out and runs away. She sets off the hotel's fire alarm as she flees the hotel and is seen telling her story on camera as she waits in an ambulance. Christine wakes up in a hospital bed and Nash visits her, this time as a friend rather than her therapist. He assures her that the man responsible for her condition, Mike, has been arrested. He tells Christine that he has visitors and that he hopes the visit will provide the breakthrough they were hoping, that the real Ben is visiting Christine and has brought another Adam, their son who never died of meningitis. As she sees Adam enter her room, her memories came back with tears of joy. The two embrace and the film ends. Now for the explanation. I will explain the sequence of events that happened before the events of the movie. In 1999, Christine and Ben got married. But not this Ben, the real Ben. In August 1999, their son Adam was born. After 4 years in 2003, Christine had an affair with Mike. Mike wanted Christine to reveal their affair to Ben, but Christine refused, and their argument culminated in Mike viciously attacking Christine, causing her to have amnesia due to her condition, and then placing her in an adult care facility. Then her son Adam visited her every day, but they had to suffer in order to remind her of her identity every day. During this time, her best friend Claire helped the family and became close to Ben. One day, Ben and Claire have a one-off sexual encounter due to their shared grief over Christina's memory loss. Feeling guilty, Claire decided to stay out of their lives. After several years, Christina's condition did not improve. Ben couldn't take it anymore. Their son Adam became desperately unhappy. Therefore, in 2009, Van and Adam left Christine for Adams, leaving her in a care facility and no longer visiting her. Mike took this opportunity to disguise himself as her husband. Mike Ford spent the signature and took her home with him. For 4 years she was tricked into thinking he was her husband until one day she met Dr. Nash, who gave her a camera to record her thoughts and progress every day. What happens next are the events you saw in the movie. And that's my explanation for the movie. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. If you like this video, please consider subscribing to my channel.